want to talk about something right now because there's so many things. There's so much noise in our market right now. We're hearing mortgage companies closing their doors left and right, people getting laid off, rates are super high, inflation, recession. Let's just be really clear on one thing right now. Okay, the market sucks. I'm not just talking about the real estate and mortgage market. I'm talking about our economy. Everything is high right now. So food is high, gas is high, airplane tickets are high. Everything is super high right now. And so it's really difficult as interest rates get higher for affordability. And that's what I'm seeing right now is an issue with affordability. But one of the things that I want to bring up is rent is very high right now as well. So I get the question all the time, should I rent or should I buy right now? Maybe I should just hold off. The interest rates are super high. I don't think right now is the time. So I want to put some things into perspective here, okay? I went and I did a search of all of the single family, 3-bedroom, single family homes for rent in the Fort Myers area. If you go on the MLS, there's 69 single family homes for rent in the Fort Myers area. Only 8 of them are $3,000 or under. Okay, so the rest of those single family homes, 3 bedrooms for rent in Fort Myers, have a rent price higher than $3,000. So then I went and I did a single family home, 3 bedrooms, same type of property, Fort Myers area, under $300,000. Okay, so a purchase price under $300,000. There's 99 homes on the market right now at $300,000 or lower. So let's put this into perspective here, okay? If you were to get a loan, I'm not saying purchase price, I'm saying loan for $300,000. So your purchase price can be whatever. Maybe you're a first-time home buyer and you're only going to put down 3%. Maybe you're not a first-time home buyer, but it's your primary residence and you only have to put down 5%. Maybe you're an FHA buyer, you only have to put down 3.5%. And a veteran or USDA, it's 100% financing. You don't have to put anything down, okay? But let's just talk about loan amount, not purchase price. So the loan amount is $300,000. Your interest rate is 7.5. Now, it can be a little bit higher, it can be a little bit lower, but let's just use 7.5 right now. You're getting a 30-year mortgage at 7.5% interest on a $300,000 loan amount. Your mortgage payment, principal and interest, is $2,097, okay? So if you think about it, you still have to add taxes, insurance, and mortgage insurance. Unless you put down 20%, you won't have the mortgage insurance, but you still have to add those onto the mortgage. It should not equal $3,000. If your insurance is high, taxes are high, maybe it will if you're in an HOA. But let's just say for the most part, your mortgage payment should be at or under what you would want to go ahead and pay for or have to pay for in rent. So why would you pay somebody else's mortgage when you can actually be paying yourself? Because every single time you make a monthly mortgage payment, a portion of it, yes, a small portion in the beginning, but still a portion of it goes to your principal. So when you pay principal, you're paying yourself because you're gaining equity, right? So as home properties appreciate, which they will appreciate even if we're in a recession, okay? As home values appreciate and you pay your principal down, you're gaining equity, and equity is actually cash eventually for you. So why would you pay somebody else's mortgage when you can pay yourself or pay your own mortgage and not have to worry about a landlord, not have to worry about possibly moving, not have to worry about any other issues, you know, that comes along with renting a home. So you can get into a home still with higher interest rates at the same or less price than if you were to go ahead and pay rent. And we're using $300,000 and $3,000 a month right now as an example. But if you want fancier things or, you know, a more expensive house, it's all relative. Your higher mortgage and your higher rent is going to be very similar. So it makes more sense for you to buy than it does for you to rent. Now let's also talk about 2-1 buy downs, because this is huge and this can help you right now. We are anticipating interest rates to come down in the next couple of years, okay? Whether it's 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, I don't know. If I had a crystal ball, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. I'd be super rich and we would not even be having this conversation, but I don't. So anyways, but they are predicting, you can go online and Google it, that interest rates over the next year or two, possibly 3, are going to come back down. So we can always refinance you into that lower interest rate once they come back down. But let me show you what we can do in the interim to help you as well. And this is a strategy not only for buyers, but it's also a strategy for sellers, and it's a strategy for listing agents. And it's called a temporary buy down. So we can do a 3-2-1 buy down or a 2-1 buy down. I'm going to show you an example of a 2-1 buy down because it's just a better overall deal. Okay. So typically the seller will pay for these buy downs in the form of a concession. It has to be included in your purchase contract. So on a conventional loan, for example, the seller can pay up to 3% in seller concessions, and that can go towards a temporary buy down. So if we're talking about a 2-1 buy down, what that means is that if your interest rate is 7.5%, in year 1, your interest rate is going to go 2% lower. So you'll be at 5.5 for year 1. You'll be 6.5 for year 2, and then you'll be at 7.5 once you go into year 3, which is your normal interest rate. Hopefully interest rates have come down by then, so we can go ahead and refinance you into that lower rate. Or if they haven't come down by then, the market should hopefully be better and we're not dealing with all of these high gas prices and everything else. So let me just show you and give you a perspective of how that works. Okay, so if we go here and we look at a loan amount of $300,000 with an interest rate of 7.5% on a 30-year fixed, and your payment amount is $2,097. And let's just say your mortgage is going to start in January. Now, if you buy in November, typically your first mortgage payment is not going to be until January. So you will skip a month on your mortgage payment. If you buy in December, we can work it so that your first payment is not until February. So that gives you a little bit of help as well. But if we look at the buy down, okay, in year 1, your mortgage payment is going to be based off of a 5.5% interest rate. Your payment is going to be $1,703 instead of the $2,097. Okay, you're going to save $394 every single month on that mortgage payment. The principal that I talked to you about earlier that's going towards you is going to be right here. So a little over 200, 220, 224. So that's money that's going back to you, back to your loan every month. Okay. So then in year 2, your monthly payment is going to go up. So it's going to go to $1,896. Your buy down, so you're saving $201 a month. Your total payment is $2,097. Okay. And then here's the principal that you're going to be applying to your mortgage every single month. So instead of paying somebody else's rent, you're now paying yourself because you're paying your mortgage down, which is giving you equity, gaining equity, and property prices should appreciate. Okay. A normal 3 to 4% per year. So if we look at this scenario here, what is this going to cost the seller? So this is a strategy for real estate agents, and it's a strategy for sellers, because a lot of times if a seller has a home price, let's just say at $300,000, and they'll say, okay, let's drop it $10,000. So we'll drop it down to $290,000. Well, that's going to cost the seller $10,000, right? If they do a buy down, what they don't understand is going from a $300,000 purchase price to a $290,000 purchase price. That's not going to save the buyer that much money, because you're taking $10,000 and you're spreading it over 30 years. It's amortized. So you're spreading it over 30 years. So that in reality does not save a buyer that much money. Now, if the seller said, well, I'm going to offer seller concessions so that the buyer can go and do a temporary buy down or pay points to get a lower interest rate, or maybe, you know, whatever they want to do with that money, they can give them the seller concessions. If they were to do the 2-1 buy down, it is going to cost them $71.48. Instead of reducing by $10,000, they're offering money so that the buyer can do what they want with it. Okay, saving them here is so much better than a $10,000 price reduction. So if you are a listing agent or you are a seller and you want to talk to me about this strategy and you want me to do a scenario for you on this particular, with your particular numbers, then let's do that, because I am here to help everybody. Buyers get more bang for their buck, buyers to be able to get into homes, because there is nothing better than home ownership. It is better than renting and paying somebody else's mortgage. And I'm here to help real estate agents with your strategy on how you can get your home sold, as well as getting your buyers the best deal. So I am a mortgage consultant. I do not like to be called a loan officer, because I am here to consult my buyers and my real estate agents to show you different strategies on how you can put your buyers in the absolute best position, as well as your sellers getting your listings sold. So if you have any questions on this, I am licensed in Florida, Massachusetts, my home state, California, Texas, and Illinois. I can do these scenarios for you on your listings. And buyers, I can show you how you can negotiate this into your deals when you're making an offer, because this is a great way to be able to get into a home now, okay, and be able to save money. If we look here, you're saving, okay, the seller is paying $71.48, but that's actually how much you've just saved yourself over 2 years as well. So this strategy will help you get into a home now, not pay somebody else's mortgage, have your own home, have the benefits of home ownership. And real estate agents, it's an amazing strategy for you to use on your listing appointments when you're talking to your sellers. And buyer agents, you need to know about this as well, because this will help your buyers be able to get into a home today, instead of renting and waiting for, some miracle to happen with this economy. If you have any questions about any of this, I am so passionate about helping people achieve home ownership. It is a huge passion of mine. I bought my first home when I was 22 years old. I've never looked back. It is the best thing you can do. Yes, my rate was also 7.5%. So call me today. I can help you. DM me. If you're watching this on social media, DM me. I can help you as well. Real estate agents, buyers, sellers, whoever, I'm here for you. Danielle Damianov with CMG Home Loans. Once again, licensed in Florida, California, Massachusetts, Illinois, and Texas. I'm here to help. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.